Hello and welcome to my new tutorial. Today we will paint a sunset sky. Let's start with the colors that I will use for this painting. Normally when you want to paint some sunset sky, you will use orange, pink and blue. And I'm using Cobalt blue, Alizarin crimson and orange, Cadmium orange, deep by Schmincke. So for the dark parts I normally use Payne's gray, and this color is actually very useful in basically any painting that you are going to make. For painting sky, I suggest you to have always a paper towel in your other hand, because you will need to clean and dry your brush a lot. So you are dabbing your brush on the paper towel and it gives the pigment that it has on its belly. So here are the colors that I showed you before and that I will use for painting sky. I also have some dark blue color. You can use indigo, but I have shadow violet and it has very nice dark blue shade. I have it here and I can use it for the darker shades of the clouds. Here I have Alizarin crimson that is perfect for painting this sunset sky. And here I have orange. It will be also very useful. And I can also create some mixes with orange. Orange and alizarin crimson will create this bright color, and orange with cobalt blue will create the color for the darker shade, for the darker clouds. And some basic color mix. It's alizarin crimson and shadow violet, or alizarin crimson and cobalt blue. It will give us this dark purple color. So here are the main steps of painting sky. We will start by covering the whole surface of the paper with clean or almost clean water, because I already have some pigment on my brush and it's not very important because it's the same shades that I will use during the painting. So I'm trying to cover the paper with enough water. It means that I'm not creating any puddles and I'm just moving the water around the paper so the whole sheet will get wet. I will start by covering the bottom part of the paper with mix of orange and alizarin crimson. So I'm using pretty bright color here orange and alizarin crimson, because it's a sunset sky and this part should be very bright. I'm cleaning my brush and I'm loading it with cobalt blue. And let's just cover the rest of the paper with cobalt blue. And now I will start painting some clouds, sorry, and making some darker shades. And you can imagine that here is the middle, well, it is, and then it goes like spreading all over the sheet to all the corners. So this is how your brush strokes should be. Like it's moving towards the center of the paper. And here we have more horizontal brush strokes. And here in the middle I have some very small clouds. The most difficult part in painting sky is to paint while the surface is wet, because it gets dry very fast and you need to work very fast. And let's add some purple shade, maybe mixed with orange. The paper already got dry, but it's not very important because at the bottom of the paper I will paint silhouettes of the trees later. I add some more alizarin crimson color to the dark clouds. I added some orange color at the bottom of the paper, and I wouldn't suggest you to do that because it looks messy. It's not very important. As I told earlier, I will paint silhouettes of the trees and some dark black objects, so it will cover this messy area with black color. But if you are watching and then painting, so don't do that. It looks messy because in watercolor you have to darken your layer one layer after another, and if you want to leave some light areas or highlights, you have to do it from the very beginning, or you can lift the color from the surface with clean and almost dry brush. We are done with painting the sky, and now we will move to the next part where we will paint the silhouettes of the trees and the city. Now the paper is fully dried and I will paint some trees and just some landscape elements with Payne's gray color. I have it here. I will also use two brushes. And let's start. I'm taking pure black color. You can use other black, it doesn't matter for this painting, and I will just start from here. To make these chaotic brush strokes imitating leaves and trees, you need to use not too wet mix of color and water. So try to not add a lot of water. I just did it, and it's quite hard to make these very thin and small lines. And here at the very bottom of the paper, I'm just covering it with pure black color. Now I will switch to another brush. This brush helps to paint a very straight line. And we can also paint some little birds. Our painting is done. If you enjoyed painting this sky with me, you can also join my Skillshare class with 5 different landscapes and other tutorials. Please like this video and leave a comment what would you like me to paint next, and I hope to see you in my future videos.